Future of Red Dead. Hot topic always on this channel and in the community. Today we talk about 20 small features that Rockstar should add in 2021 to make the game even better. These are not going to be any kind of role updates or any major updates, just 20 easy things that they could add. Howdy Cowpoke, Austin BMX here. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you're going to like this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for a bunch more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. We also stream right here on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and have an amazing Red Dead community over on Discord. Today's video, we're looking at the future of Red Dead and what Rockstar should be adding. This video is inspired by an amazing article over on GTABase that just got dropped. 𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐚 over there has been working on a 5-year plan, and let me tell you, there are some amazing concept ideas over there. I highly recommend you guys going and checking it out. Link down in the description for that article. Definitely go give them some love over there and check it out. Most of these ideas are in this article, and most of them we've talked about quite a lot on this channel and had these ideas ourselves as well. Gonna elaborate on a few of them as well, and maybe even add a couple. We all know with Rockstar's track record, we should get 2 major updates in 2021. Sometime during the summertime, hopefully sooner than later, and then another one at the end of the year. That's the way that Rockstar has usually been bringing us Red Dead Online updates, so that's what we're planning on. That's what we're hoping for. These 20 items could be easily added to the game. Most of them already have most of the inner workings for them in the game files, either in story or even online. And all of them would add some pretty cool functionality to the world of Red Dead Online. With that being said, let's get right in to number 1. Number 1 we're going to talk about is sell or donate all feature. Now, most of the time you go to Madame Nazar or the Butcher or the Doctor or even Harriet or even Crips, you could sell all of your single items. It's pretty easy to do. It'd be pretty awesome if Rockstar added actual sell all or donate all feature to this functionality. Could even use a separate button, no problem there. All you'd have to do is just click one button and hold it to sell everything you got. It'd be pretty awesome to be able to sell all your collectibles, every single one all at once. Now, how much would you actually use that? Probably not too many, but it would be pretty awesome if you just wanted to clear out all your collectibles and sell everything you collected for that day. It would work really good in the donate feature for Crips if you could just donate everything in your satchel to Crips all at once. Pretty easy feature to add, definitely would add some pretty awesome functionality. The next few features we talk about are going to be about your horse. Of course, your horse, of course, is your number 1 go-to mode of transportation, friend, companion, just pretty much one of the main features in Red Dead Online. There's a few things that should be added. One of them, of course, is the ability to sell your horses or your saddles. Now, we all, especially when we're ranking up, bought quite a lot of horses, and then more horses come out, and to make some room for them, we have to sell a couple, and actually we can't sell any. We actually have to just discard them, get rid of it. Same thing with saddles, get rid of it. There should be a feature to be able to sell these horses. Now, they're definitely not going to be worth the same amount you paid for, maybe not even 50%, but at least a little bit of refund on those, both horses and saddles, would be fantastic if you're looking to get a new horse when new horses come out, because Rockstar keeps adding new horses. We want to check them out. Definitely gives us the option to, you know, make a little money back on those horses we've stabled and ranked up for quite a while. Number 3 on the list is the ability to use your own horses on your wagons. Most of us own a bounty wagon, hunting wagon, even trader wagons, and a moonshine wagon. We actually own quite a lot of wagons if you have all the roles. The ability to use your own horse for this would be fantastic. There's already a functionality in the game to set horses for specific events in-game via horse races, competitive mode, like some of the showdowns or the free roam events. Then we also have free roam and story missions. You can set specific horses to spawn when you go into those events. It'd be super easy if Rockstar would just let us pick certain horses to spawn on certain wagons. More customization for your wagons. It'd be fantastic. I actually would buy horses just specifically for that. And that moves us on to number 4, which would be more stable slots. If we had the ability to set horses for our wagons, give us more stable slots. You want us to spend money. Rockstar wants us to spend all this money we've been making. Give us more stable slots. Every stable slot costs money to actually open it up. It actually costs you daily money as well to have that many horses at the stable. And we have to buy the horses. There are currently over 100 horses in the stable, and we only have 10 stable slots. Come on, Rockstar. At least give us 5 more, if not double it. Even if the last few are pretty expensive to open up that slot. With 100 different kind of horses in the game, we want to buy some more. If we had more stable slots and the ability to use those horses on wagons, I probably would buy 2 large horses for a moonshine wagon, probably a different horse for my trader wagon, and all that. It just is another way for us to be able to spend the money that we've been earning and customize our gameplay and the way that our wagons look. For number 5, this one I have no idea why is not in the game. It's absolutely ridiculous. The ability to break and sell wild horses. There are wild horses all over the map. You can break them. You can ride them. You can keep them while you're still in that lobby. You can feed them. You can't bond with them. But you can't sell them either. We all know that at the very beginning of the tutorial, we meet up with Clive and Clay. And they say, hey, if you find any of these horses laying around, come bring them over to me. The horse fence is already in online story mode as well. So the game files is built. The ability to be able to break and sell wild horses would be fantastic. Even if we didn't bring them to the horse fence, since they are wild. Maybe we break a horse, bring it over to Valentine to the auction yard. That might be the hub, the main place you could bring an actual wild horse. Won't be worth very much. Maybe $10, maybe $15 at the max. But the ability to do this would be pretty fun and add some pretty cool functionality to the game. The next 3 we're looking at is 6, 7, and 8. We all want to be outlaws in the game. There's a lot of ways to actually be an outlaw and get wanted, but there's not really any major consequences for that. Except a small bounty, maybe lower honor, things like that. If you shoot someone in the face, you're going to get in trouble. The ability to sell stolen horses should be there as well. If we go to an NPC, or any horse that's not ours, even a player horse, and we jump on that horse, you get in trouble for horse theft. Now, if we steal that horse, we have nothing to do with it. We should have the ability to go bring that to the horse fence and sell it. That can go even farther as well. Since we're getting horse theft, we're becoming wanted, we have to either get away from the law, we get lower honor, there should be an increased bounty placed on your head if you constantly steal horses. It actually would create a role in itself of just a horse thief. I mean, people want to be able to have outlaws in this game. Give us little opportunities like this to be a bad guy. Moving on to that as well, we could actually sell stolen wagons. Every time you steal a wagon, same thing happens. Cops come after you. You get lower honor for stealing wagons. Usually you have to kill some people to do it as well. You don't have to. And then we can't do anything with the wagon. Once it's yours, you can ride around with it. But give us the ability to actually steal these wagons, bring them over to the wagon fence, which is in story mode. Files and code is already there, easily ported over. We could sell these. There could even be, with both the horses and the wagons, maybe there could be weekly demand. Like maybe the horse fence says, hey, we're looking for a black Kentucky Saddler this week. If you find one out there, it's worth double the cash. Which again, maybe it's only 20, 25 bucks. But that'd give all the players an opportunity to go out there and try to find that wild horse. Or a wagon. Maybe the fence that week is looking for a specific stagecoach or a specific wagon to haul something with. And if you find it, you can bring it back there and make some good money. All of these would add to a small outlaw type functionality in the game. Which brings us to our next addition. This I'm not sure why is not in the game already, and it's kind of weird. People of course, like we've mentioned, want to be outlaws. People want to rob banks. They want to rob stores. They also want to hold up houses. Technically, we already do the last. We go into houses. We loot all their stuff. We even steal some of their highly collectibles. And nothing ever happens. If we had NPCs in these houses, it'd make it much, much better. All Rockstar has to do is just drop some NPCs in a few houses that have good lootables. Maybe they're only there certain times a day. Maybe they're only there a little bit here and there, and you have to like sneak around. But if you get caught by the homeowner, you're going to get in trouble. And of course, if you get in trouble more and more, maybe there'll be a big bounty on your head for being a cat burglar. Easy things like that would be fantastic in this game and should be added. The next two we're going to talk about is something you can do with the community. This game is fantastic with posse, with friends, and has a great community behind it. Gambling and poker has been great in this game. It is fun to jump on the poker table every once in a while, hang out with friends, chit chat, and just play some cards. Rockstar needs to add more of this. There's already a few tables, like the one in Rhodes, that has blackjack. Dominoes is already built into the game files for story mode. So is Five Finger Filet and a few other games as well. Having the ability to do these all over the map, or even at your camp, or set up something in your moonshine shack would be great for the game as a community. Also, having cinemas and theaters playing shows as well. Maybe these can only be set up at certain times. Certain times a day, you and your posse could go in, see the show. Rockstar could even make a community event where people submitted videos to get picked and played at these theaters. That'd be fantastic. It would bring the whole community together to go check out these amazing videos and have a lot of fun. Next, we're going to talk about ways of just chilling in the game. Saloons and restaurants in this game. Most of them offer whiskey. Most of them offer free peanuts. Valentine offers deviled eggs. Why can't we get food? The saloon in Saint Denis, you could see NPCs there eating some pretty good stuff. Why can't we order that food? Why can't we go up to the bartender and order a nice meal and sit down and eat it and fill our cores? Maybe there's even one meal that offers gold cores. Being able to sit down at the table and eat a meal with your friends would just add a pretty fun aspect to the game. We all know that you sit idle in this game, you get kicked. And we all know there are lots of ways to get around it. One of them is opening up your catalog. Another one is sitting in Cripps' menu or even Marcel's menu. I found out that anytime you're in some kind of activity in the game that does not allow your character to go into cinematic mode, you'll sit there for quite a while. Why is there not another way? Why is the hotel rooms not available? They're available in story mode. Why can't we go into the hotel, pay the guy, and let us get a room for maybe half a game day or even a full game day? And then maybe there's a cooldown where you can't just constantly do it over and over again. It allows you to go into the hotel, sit down, go make yourself some dinner. Well, Cripps still works for you. You don't got to worry about kicked out. We already know ways to get around it. So why not make it interactive and let us actually live in the world and not get booted from the game? That moves on to camp. At camp, why can't we do the same thing? At our tent, most of them we can sit down and rest. Some of them we can even sit on the bed. And there's a couple of different tents where it has a chair you could sit at. Of course, you can rest at fire, but you get kicked. Why can't we lay down at our camp, just like we would be able to do at a hotel room, and maybe sleep? Of course, that's not going to fast forward time, but it allows you to sit there while Cripps works or your moonshine works, while you have to run off, go to the bathroom, get some food, get something to drink, and come back. That'd be a fantastic way for Rockstar to add to the game so we don't have to use the catalog method to be able to not get kicked. Since we're at camp now, we'll talk about a few more things as well. We have the ability to teach your dog tricks. The dog was a fantastic addition to this game. Since then, they've added multiple more dogs. Unfortunately, not the ability to have more than one dog, but the ability to teach your dog tricks would be cool. It should be something in the game, and it could be added as features in an Outlaw Pass. Things that you have to unlock. Maybe it's just having your dog tell him actually to sit, or to play fetch, or to shake, or to roll over. All those things would be pretty awesome, and believe me, I would grind the Outlaw Pass if one of the top tier things was a trick to teach my dog to roll over. One more thing with the dogs as well, as we stated, they are pretty awesome. Unfortunately, they only spawn with your camp. How many of us out there are always at our own camp running around by ourselves, not in a posse? It's probably a good majority, but a good majority aren't. It'd be fantastic if our dog was linked with our tent. And if we were in a posse of 7, it'd be 7 dogs sitting around. It would be pretty awesome. Dogs should definitely be linked with your tent and not your camp. One more fantastic idea that would be pretty cool implemented at your camp would be an improved hitching post. Now, we've all had improved fires added to our camp. We also have got the stew pot added before. Why can't we have an improved hitching post? Your horse is sitting over at this hitching post with a whole bunch of hay next to it. We should have the ability to upgrade that hitching post and maybe have a trough there. And if you hitch your horse to it, you or your posse, maybe your horse's cores will sit there and slowly improve. That'd be pretty awesome. It moves me on to number 17, which is chores at camp. If we had that improved hitching post, maybe there's a few chores at camp that allow us to do a few things. Maybe we could actually have to bring that hay over there and move it around. Other things we could do at camp chores would be to help Crips a little bit. Move some materials around. Move some crates of stuff over to a pallet to get ready to get shipped out. All of these things possibly even could make Crips' job easier, which would make him increase the production time. Maybe you could do these chores between resupplies. That would actually increase Crips' production and make it so your goods get made quicker. Pretty cool idea. The next two I want to talk about has to do with emotes. Emotes were awesome when they got added to this game. Unfortunately, the ability to emote in this game is very, very complicated. And you can't even use most of the emotes that you have. You have to go into the menu, set up your 4 favorites, set up a couple more that are on the emote wheel, if that's what you want to call it, and that's what you get. There's so many emotes in this game, we should have the ability to access all of them fairly quickly. Create an actual emote wheel right next to the item wheel would be great. All you have to do is push your buttons to go into your weapon wheel, scroll over through your item, your horse if it's there as well, and you have all your emotes right there in one big old wheel. A lot of our games use this functionality as well, and Rockstar should definitely look into changing that. And one way to make emotes even better would to give us the ability to use them with our friends. There's a few emotes in the game that would be great if we could interact with other people with them. We could do a high five. We could do a dance with the player and match that player and dance with them. We also could do rock, paper, scissors. I love rock, paper, scissors emote, but unfortunately it doesn't really interact with other players and no one really wins. They should definitely look into adding that functionality. Number 20 on our list is something that I've wanted for quite a while. We all know we have gun tricks, and they've added a few more with the Bounty Hunter expansion. There's one other thing that we could add to this game that would be pretty awesome, and that would be lasso tricks. I love grabbing my rope out and just flinging it around and having fun with it, but you can't really do much. All you can do is pretend to do some kind of lasso trick. I know, it's pathetic. That's all I can do. Just run around and swing my rope around. What if we could have lots of different lasso tricks where we jump through it, or we lassoed items, or we used it as like a hula hoop type feature? It'd be pretty cool and something pretty awesome that Rockstar could add as an unlock for us to grind for. I know I would, because I've wanted that forever. Well, there you have it, Cowpoke. That's our 20 features that Rockstar could easily add to Red Dead Online over the next couple updates that would make this game so awesome. If you guys agreed or disagree with any of them, or if you have any cool ideas of your own, make sure to drop them down in the comments. I love reading all those and seeing what the community thinks. Of course, if you like this video, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing to the channel for more Red Dead Online content, including tips and tricks, news updates, gameplay, just good old-fashioned fun. Hope to see you on the prairie sometime, but until then, see you later.